to enhance water quality, dairy processor Tirlán has introduced a new project for farmers living along the River Slaney. I'm here today with farmer Larry Hannon in County Kildare. Larry, how can this project be used by farmers to improve water quality?
Well, first of all, I suppose it's very important to say that farmers are really interested in this and they've embraced the idea of improving water quality. So at farm level, there's lots of things we can do. As you can see in the background here, we have our biodiversity corridor on our farm. The river is fenced off, so fencing off waterways is probably the initial thing that people can do. And on our farm, we're using less spreading technology, and we have GPS on our fertilizer spreader, and we're using clover in our swards. So all in all, we're putting a lot of work and effort in, as most farmers are, to try and improve water quality. And I think we realise the critical importance of this to our business and the industry as a whole.
And aside from this project then, do you think that there's enough being done in the country to help farmers improve their quality of their waters?
Well, I suppose in Tirlán, this is really important to do this project so that farmers can see realistically what can be done at farm level, so that we can improve the time. The clock is ticking on this, so we need to start to get to a new level of water quality. You know, it's the idea that it won't improve, won't be good enough, so we have to do everything in our power. So is there enough being done? I think this is a great initiative by Tirlán to try and let all stakeholders understand what's involved in order to improve water quality, to sustain our business and our derogation, which is critical to what we do as dairy farmers and as an agricultural industry.
And Tirlán also mentioned that this project would help in achieving the derogation. How important is it for dairy farmers to get behind that and try to achieve the derogation?
Being realistic about it, if the derogation, as it has already moved from 250 to 220, which has created its own challenges, if we move to 170, my business is no longer solvent. So the knock-on effect for the rural economy could be catastrophic. You know, you have 19,000 jobs sustained within Tirlán and 5.5 billion euros worth of economic activity. So these things would show you that it's really, really important that we do embrace this and that we do get the communities and the country behind what we're trying to do and what we're trying to improve, because we really understand that this needs to happen quickly.
And as a country, is Ireland doing enough to show farmers what they need to be doing to improve the quality of their waters?
Well, I think with this project with Teagasc and the Department of Agriculture and all the councils in the relevant area becoming involved, if they can get community backing for this so that everybody understands, so that it's not just the farmer that's blamed for water quality, that we're all in it together and we all want this to improve. So if people understand that, you know, all aspects of agriculture needs to look closely at how to utilize their organic manure and how to utilize their chemical fertilizers as well, so that we can really work together on this. So I think the community-based idea is critical to the success of the project.
And Larry, can this initiative be used in other parts of the country and other communities?
Oh, absolutely, and it has been done already. And in Tirlán, I suppose the idea is that, you know, over time this can be spread out, you know, to the Barrow or the Suir, or, you know, the other rivers. So this is kind of the project to see what's the best way to engage farmers and what's the best way to get the right results for us. So in time it could be expanded, you know, and adopted nationwide, we would hope.
Slaney is a river which has a nitrates problem. It has one of the highest levels of nitrate in the country, and that's one of the key focus areas. But the project, I think the key issue about the nitrates derogation that we have is, if we're to keep it, we need to improve water quality. And this project is working at scale to work with a huge number of farmers to tackle the issues that are causing the problems for the river, to look at the nutrient loss from farms, to work with each individual farm or many individual farms throughout the catchment to reduce the level of loss of nutrient that is ending up in the river. And if we can do that, do it at scale, it will begin to reflect in the water quality in the river. And that's what's needed if you want to protect the derogation and to deliver better quality water for everybody. At the moment, we are planning a water quality campaign within Teagasc, working with other partners right around the country. There's a huge interest from other milk suppliers and other farm industry in looking at what's happening here and looking to see, is there possibility to spread it to other areas. I think the big issue is going to be more boots on the ground. Unfortunately, water quality, if you want, is a contact sport. You've got to get down, working with farmers. It's not a one size fits all. You have to go in, identify in a local area what are the problems, what farmers are contributing to that, and then go and work with the individual farmers to, first of all, educate them, convince them of the issues, and then put in place changes at farm level, and that requires manpower.